Have you ever wondered how one of the major turning points in World War II, the Battle of the Bulge, unfolded? This epic clash, fought in the harsh winter of 1944, involved key nations including the United States, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Its timeline and the strategic chess game played by generals on both sides changed the course of history. The stakes were high, the losses profound, and the victory pivotal. Now let's dive into the details of this historic battle and discover how it unfolded. The Battle of the Bulge, also known as the Ardennes counteroffensive, began on December 16, 1944. The German forces, under the command of Field Marshal Gerd von Rundstedt, launched a surprise offensive through the densely forested Ardennes region of Belgium, France, and Luxembourg. The Germans initially experienced considerable success, pushing deep into the Allies' lines and creating a bulge in the front, hence the battle's name. The weather conditions during the early days of the battle were harsh and unforgiving. A thick fog blanketed the area, rendering aerial support for the Allies impossible. The Germans capitalized on this, employing their superior night fighting skills and equipment to gain an advantage. As the Germans continued their advance, the Allies struggled to regroup. Despite being caught off guard, their determination did not waver. The American forces in particular put up a staunch defense, holding their ground at key points, such as the towns of Saint-Vith and Bastogne. The turning point of the battle came after a few days when the weather began to clear. The Allies, now able to employ their air superiority, launched a counteroffensive. Their strategy involved encircling and cutting off German forces from their supply lines. The Germans, under-resourced and overstretched, found themselves unable to maintain their momentum. The tactics used by both sides were also noteworthy. The Germans relied heavily on their armored divisions and deceptive measures, including the use of English-speaking soldiers to spread confusion among the Allies. The Allies, on the other hand, leveraged their superior logistics and air power, along with the tenacity of their ground troops. As the battle raged on, the tide began to turn in favor of the Allies. The Germans' bulge was gradually pushed back, and the front lines stabilized. The Allies' counteroffensive, combined with their ability to resupply their forces efficiently, proved to be the decisive factor in the battle. The German forces, now depleted and demoralized, were forced to retreat. By January 25, 1945, the battle had concluded, marking a decisive victory for the Allies. The Battle of the Bulge, a chaotic sequence of events over little more than a month, had seen the tide of World War II turn irrevocably in favor of the Allies. The Battle of the Bulge took a heavy toll, with an estimated 185,000 casualties. This was not just a number, but countless stories of bravery, sacrifice, and loss. This battle, fought in the bitter cold of winter, left deep scars on both sides of the conflict. On the Allies' side, the unexpected ferocity of the German attack was a wake-up call. It led to a re-evaluation of strategies and a renewed determination to end the war. This battle was a testament to the resilience and courage of the Allied forces, who, despite being taken by surprise, regrouped and held their ground. Meanwhile, for the Axis powers, the Battle of the Bulge marked a turning point. It was their last major offensive attempt on the Western Front, and its failure had far-reaching consequences. The heavy losses in both manpower and equipment weakened their forces significantly, making it impossible to halt the Allied advance into Germany. Beyond the immediate military implications, the Battle of the Bulge had a profound impact on the morale of both sides. For the Allies, it was a hard-won victory that boosted their confidence. For the Germans, it was a crushing defeat that shattered any remaining hopes of a turnaround. The Battle of the Bulge was indeed a game-changer, shifting the momentum of World War II firmly in favor of the Allies. So, what have we learned about the Battle of the Bulge? The Battle of the Bulge was no ordinary conflict. It was a month-long onslaught that marked a turning point in World War II. The timeline of the battle reveals a tale of surprise, struggle, and eventual victory. The strategies and tactics employed were a study in military planning and execution, with each side demonstrating their prowess on the battlefield. The heavy casualties, however, serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of war. Thousands upon thousands of soldiers from both sides lost their lives, leaving a deep scar on the hearts of those who survived. And let's not forget the impact. The Battle of the Bulge significantly influenced the course of World War II, hastening the end of Hitler's reign and paving the way for the Allies' victory. The Battle of the Bulge, a battle of surprise, struggle, and eventual victory, continues to echo in the annals of history, reminding us of the heavy price of war